Hi, it's Mrs. A, live, well, I guess recorded from my dining room. Today we're going to take our marbled paper that we made the other day and we're going to turn it into a sketchbook like this one. And here's what you're going to need. You're going to need your stack of marbled paper. You're going to need some blank paper. I'm using some paper out of this sketchbook that we had lying around the house, but you can use printer paper if that's what you have, or you can make it larger or smaller depending on the paper you have available at your house. You're also going to need a stapler and a pair of scissors in case you need to trim the edges. So here we go. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my marbled paper and I'm going to choose the one I like best for the cover. I think I'm going to use this one, this kind of smudgy one. Just set these other ones to the side. And I'm going to turn it horizontally with the pretty side down, and I'm going to fold it. So I'm going to line up the edges nice and straight. And then once I have them lined up, I'm going to squish towards the fold. Okay? I have 1, 2, let's see, 3, 4, 5 pieces. That will make 10 pages in my book. So I'm going to fold it in half and I'll have 10 half sheets of paper. So I'm going to take all 10 of them, get them nice and neat. I'm going to bend them over and get the edges lined up nice and straight. And then I'm going to squish towards the fold and press down. Okay? Now, this should fit right in here. And you can see the edges stick out just a little bit. That's okay, that's what the scissors are for. All right, this is the tricky part, the stapler. If you don't have a stapler at your house, I suppose you could glue your pages together, but you would have to do it very carefully. Or if you have someone who sews, you could open all of your pages up to the middle, poke a couple of holes, and sew in and out a straight stitch right down the middle. If you have a person who is a sewing, they don't even have to be an expert, but if you have sewing materials at your house, needle, thread, that sort of thing. I'm going to use the stapler. So here's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to open my book all the way up. I'm going to turn it over on this side. So you can see I have a little mountain right here. And the reason I'm going to do that is so that the staple, the sharp part of the staple, is on the inside of the book and not on the outside where I'll be touching it. So my stapler doesn't fit, doesn't reach the middle. That's a problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to gently bend this part of my book over. Now, I don't want to fold it. I just want to bend it so that I can get the mouth of the stapler over to the middle of my book. I'm going to line this up right on the folded part. All right, I'm going to push down until I hear the click, click, click. Listen to it again. Slide, slide, slide. One in the middle. Did you hear the 3 clicks that time? Yeah. All right, one more. The bottom should make it nice and secure. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, slide my staple up. Don't panic. I'm just going to bend this back the other way. And it'll be flat-ish again. All right, now I can turn it over. And you can see I missed the fold just a smidge, but that's okay. It's still going to hold my book together. So I'm going to fold that over. When I open it, I'm just going to have to fold that edge a little bit. No problem. All right, you can see my edge is not super straight. So I'm going to go ahead and while it's folded, I'm going to trim it. You might need a grown-up to help you with this because this is a lot of paper to cut through. You don't get it on the first try, you can try it again. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right. Now, because I'm using this paper out of the sketchbook, I took the little curly edge off of it, which makes it a little bit short, so this hangs over a little bit. If you want to, if that happens and your paper's not as wide, you can trim that as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim that just a little bit. This one's a little easier because I'm only cutting through the extra. You can make as many of these books as you have papers to make. Sometimes I like to glue this paper on a thin cardboard, something like a cereal box, and give it a little bit of a sturdier cover, but this will do for now. Now I have a journal that I can use, a little sketchbook that I can use. I can use this sketchbook for my lunchtime doodles with Mo Willems, or maybe some other drawing activities that are posted online that I'm interested in. So don't throw these away because we may end up using them again for something else. Have fun making your book and enjoy.